9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Hey, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and today we've got some snow for us here along the Front Range. Had that little burst during the morning commute, especially on the east side of the metro area. That is now over and done with. And I think for most of the Denver area, the snow is done, but you get from about DIA, from the airport on east, and that's where the snow is certainly not done yet. In some cases, could be looking at an additional, maybe even 6 inches worth of snow. I'm going to tell you what here, folks. Somebody's going to come in with 6-7 inches of snow out on the eastern plains, but for Denver, again, for us in the metro area, I-25 urban corridor, the snow is mostly over and done with. Start things out, though, by taking a look at where it is snowing. And this is the Eisenhower Tunnel, where we're seeing some of that heavy snow come on down right now. Travel is tricky in the mountains for us today and early tonight, but tomorrow, things looking a lot sunnier and a lot drier for us across the state, including here into the high country. Meantime, here in Denver, it's just kind of on the cloudy side. We've got downsloping winds. That means that snow machine is probably shut off for us here in town. Wouldn't be surprised we get a few more flakes later on today, but the accumulating snow over and done with for us here in the Denver area. Most of us seeing, I don't know what, a little bit of a wet dusting out on the roads, and most of that already melting as we speak. So it is cloudy for us here in Denver for our day today. It is on the chilly side. Highs will be stuck in the 30s for us, and there is snow east of Denver for our day today. Any snow that we've got really statewide should clear tonight. Maybe a few leftover snow showers for us in the mountains early tomorrow morning, and then the rest of the week looking dry and mild, with temperatures already starting to rebound for us by tomorrow afternoon. Winter weather advisories in teal, covering basically the entire mountain ranges for us. These are total snowfall amounts. We're, in some cases, especially into the parks, the Medicine Bow ranges, as well as the flat tops. That's where we could see those highest totals along and north of I-70. Could see some 14, 15-inch totals there. But along and south of I-70, widespread 6 to 12 inches worth of snowfall. Now, the Eastern Plains winter weather advisory covering Fort Morgan, Eastern Adams, Eastern Arapahoe counties, much of Elbert County as well. And I-70 and I-76 will be pretty tricky travel for us for the rest of our day today. And that's where we do have winter weather advisories, 2 to 6 inches worth of snowfall. And I'm just going to say here, folks, would not be surprised based on what we're seeing with this kind of narrow banding if somebody comes in 7-8 inches worth of accumulation from this system. So HD Doppler radar showing how that snow machine is shut down for us here in Denver into the mountains. That snow kind of gradually coming to a close as we speak. But for us here on the Eastern Plains, it's just getting going. And that travel, boy, Byers, Deer Trail, you get just east of the airport, so kind of Bennett Strasburg on east. That is where you go from, it's almost like a lake effect snow band here, where you're going from basically nothing, some cloudy, tranquil conditions, and then 10 miles later, you're smack dab in the middle of 2-inch per hour snowfall rates for us out there by Byers, as well as into much of Elbert County as well. So Highway 86, I-70, Highway 36 is also going to be a slippery drive for you out on the Eastern Plains. So just keep that in mind here, folks. Take your time if you're having to travel out there east of Denver, both on 70 and 76. And right now, it looks like I-70 is seeing the worst of it. Forecast as we get over the next few hours, that snow kind of gradually pushing east as we head through the afternoon. Again, Denver area, our accumulating snow done with, and may even see some peaks of sunshine this afternoon. Just again, you see a few flakes this afternoon, don't be too surprised by that either. But again, accumulating snow done in Denver in the urban corridor. This afternoon, though, Fort Morgan, Limanon east, that snow will continue, and then by late tonight, we're done with the snow statewide. And by tomorrow morning, basically everybody across the state wakes up to sunny skies. This afternoon here in the Denver area, again, snow's done with, but you get from Fort Morgan, Limanon east, and that's where those snow showers will still stick around through the early part of tonight, and then that comes to a close as well. Additional snow accumulations, I think for us here in Denver, you can forget about that half an inch. That is done. We're done with the snow here in town, as I've said about 40 times now. Fort Morgan, Limanon east, this may be underdoing it here, folks. Just seeing that narrow banding, somebody out there in that winter weather advisory is going to come in with 7-8 inches worth of snowfall. from this storm system. But here in town, again, goose eggs across the board. We are done with that snow here in the Denver area. Into the high country, that's where we could see an additional couple of inches of snow as well as the plains. So temperatures. Now, look at that for us here in the southeast Colorado. That's where we're getting those downsloping winds. We've still got some sunshine, some mid-50s for us out there. Rest of the state there, a lot of 30s for us, and some teens and 20s on up into the high country for the most part. It's been a little bit blustery at times with us as well into the foothills, some gusts up into the 40-mile-an-hour range into the high country right now. So for today, we'll top out in the upper 30s for us. Cloudy skies, snow east of town. May see some peaks of sunshine this afternoon and maybe a few flakes mixing in there as well. Highs across the state, most of us in the 30s and 40s, about 5 to 10 degrees below our seasonal average for this time of the year. Tonight, temperatures drop back into the mid-20s for us, clearing skies for us as well. And also, notice that sunset, 4:54 p.m., our first 5 p.m. sunset of the year is next week. So yeah, starting to make some inroads there on the sunrise and sunsets. It won't be as dark. Tomorrow, increasing clouds during the afternoon, during the later part of the day, but highs in the upper 40s as around seasonable averages for this time of year. And what you're looking at here across the state for our day tomorrow, we should be looking at temperatures around what you would expect for this time of year. Mostly sunny during the morning hours for us tomorrow. Then we'll see some clouds increase during the afternoon. Friday looking substantially warmer. Same for us on Saturday, mid-50s for us both days. Some rain and snow for us Sunday night. It does not look like a big deal here, folks. This, what we'd be talking about, maybe a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow Sunday as well as on Tuesday. Some quick hitting little systems dropping their way on through. Otherwise, temperatures around, again, what you would expect in terms of seasonal averages in the mid-40s for us for most of next week. So top line takeaways, Denver, snow done for us for the most part. Maybe with some peaks of sun this afternoon. East town, Fort Morgan, Lima on East. It is going to be a very snowy day for us in those areas for the eastern plains. So if you're traveling east on I-70, I-76, as well as on up into the high country, it will be tricky travel for us for today. Then statewide, including the mountains, tomorrow looking a lot calmer, and it'll stay that way through the upcoming weekend until our next rain or snow chance, which arrives Sunday of this upcoming weekend. But at this point, it doesn't look like a big deal either way. Meteorologist Greg Perez is sitting right behind that TV screen, and he'll have an update for you. There he is. That is his arm. That is indeed his arm. You can see, you just saw Greg Perez's arm. He'll have an update for you coming up at 9 News at noon and at 2 o'clock here on 9 News Plus as well. And then we'll have, Kathy is in, right?
Yeah.
And Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin will be in at 4 and 5 this afternoon. She's at the American Meteorological Society conference today, but she's going to make it back in time for the 4 and 5 today. And then tonight we'll have meteorologist Lauren Robinson at 6, 9, and 10, keeping tabs on all things Colorado weather. Meantime, once again, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.